Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to Dualboot Nobara Linux OS and Windows. Either you're using Windows 10, Windows 8 or Windows 11, this should work. Now the first thing we have to do is download Nobara OS ISO file. So open your browser and then let's search for Nobara OS. Now you can see a page heading to nobaraproject.org. Click on the link. The link will also be provided in the description of this video, and this is the website. By the right you can see download Nobara. Click on download and it should take us to the download page. Nobara OS is released with an official desktop environment. They also have for GNOME and KDE Plasma, which they all look great. If you come down you can see an example of how they actually look. So in this installation we are going to be going with the official Nobara with the official desktop environment. So this is Nobara 38 official 2023-07-16, which is the latest version as at when I'm recording this video. So we're going to click on the download button over here. If you need the version for GNOME, it is still the same way to install. You can go with it here, or you need for KDE Plasma. Now I'm going to click on the download button, click on agree to accept the terms, and it should start downloading. Now I already have this file downloaded. It's about 3.1 gigabytes, but you just have to download. After downloading Nobara OS, we also need to download Rufus, and that is what we are going to use to create a bootable disk. So let's open a new tab and then search for Rufus. The first page over here, create bootable USB disk. That easy. Rufus.ie. Click on it and then scroll down. You would see download links for Rufus. This is Rufus, the latest version as at now, 4.1.exe. Download the standard, you can see, version, and it should start downloading. Now we have Rufus downloaded, and we also have Nobara ISO downloaded. We can close our browser and then open our download folder. Okay, so this is Rufus and this is Nobara official ISO. First install Rufus. And here we go. Now drag and drop Nobara ISO on Rufus. We also have to connect a pen drive where we're going to create a bootable disk. So make sure you have an 8 gig or 16 gig pen drive. In my case, I have a 16 gig pen drive which I'm going to connect now, and it should be detected on that device over here. So you can see my 16 gig pen drive is detected. Now set the partition scheme to GPT and then select UEFI boot, since that is what we are going to be using. Now click on start and click on OK to write in ISO image mode, which is recommended. This may take a while, but while this is running, we also have to... Okay. This may take a while, but while this is running, we also have to set up a partition where we're going to install Nobara OS. So let's minimize this and then this PC. Now I currently have 2 drives with lots of partitions on my PC, and I want to install Nobara OS somewhere on the drive. First, head to your search bar and then search for disk partition, and then click on create and format hard disk partition, which should load up. Okay, so right here you can see disk 0, which is my HDD, and you can see disk 1, which is my SSD. Disk 0 has lots of partitions. C here is where Windows is currently running from. D is the backup drive, and every other thing here, they are just EFI partitions and recovery partitions. Now we have to create a new partition where we want to install Nobara OS. If you have a secondary drive where you want to install Nobara OS, or maybe you want to install it on a flash drive, you can just use it here. But in this case, I want to install Nobara OS on my backup drive, since I have about 90 gigabytes free. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new partition from our backup drive. So right click on the partition we want to shrink and then click on shrink volume. Okay, now how much storage do you want to give to Nobara OS? In this case, I'm going to give it about 50 gigabytes, and that should be okay to run. So that's about... Okay, shrink. So this is going to shrink about 50 gigabytes where we want to install Nobara OS. So after shrinking that space, you can right click on it, new simple volume, next, next, assign a letter to this, whatever letter you want to use, next, give it a name, we can call it Nobara Linux, next, and then finish. So this method, you can install lots of operating systems on the same drive. On this drive, Windows is running and I want to install Nobara Linux, and on the other drive I have Manjaro running. So as much as you want, you can do whatever you want. So just partition it and run whatever OS you want to run. So this should take few seconds and we should be ready. So you can see the partition named Nobara Linux, and if you go to our file explorer, we can now see the backup drive now has 41 gigabyte free because the remaining space has been shared with Nobara Linux over here. So this is where we're going to be installing Nobara Linux. So let's wait for the bootable disk to finish writing and then we can start the installation. And we are done with that. Now click on close and then we can reboot our system and start the installation. So just restart. While it is rebooting, hold F9 or F12 depending on the PC you're using, and then select your USB drive from the list over here, hit enter, and then we can start installation of Nobara OS. So head up to start Nobara OS. And here we go. We can now begin the installation. Select a language and then click on next. Set your region and time zone, next. Keyboard layout, next. Now this is where we select where we want to install Nobara OS. So check among the list of hard disk over here and then make sure your drive is selected correctly. In my case, it is the first drive there, and then we're going to replace a partition. So you can see the partition we created earlier with 50 gig. So select that partition, whatever partition you allocated for Nobara OS, and then we can click on next. Now set a name, username and password which you're going to use to access your machine. We're also going to disable login automatically since we want to log in with password. Next. Now you just have to confirm everything there and then click on install to begin the actual installation. Now this will take a while, but you just have to wait. And we are finally done. Now click on restart now and then click on done. Now this will restart and we can boot into Nobara OS. Okay, so here we go. Now if you look closely, you can see it is able to locate my Windows installation Manjaro, and you can also see Nobara Linux. So we can boot into any OS we want. So let's select Nobara OS and then hit enter. And all we have to do is log in with our password. And that's all. So basically, this is how to Dualboot Nobara Linux with any other operating system. As you can see, everything works. The Wi-Fi is actually working. Despite the fact that I'm using a desktop, it was able to detect the Wi-Fi card and every other thing is working. If this video was helpful, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification. Thank you for watching and I will see you on the next one.